recaptured a swarm. Apparently there was a swarm yesterday and they were way up there on that branch. As you can still see some activity up there. And then about 11 o'clock or noon, I think it was, that's when I hear the sound of a swarm. So I look up and sure enough, it was about a pineapple or basketball side, more like a stretch double pineapple, hanging from that branch, and they just took off. So I said, well, there goes the queen. And then I just kept working, and I needed some pine needles. And usually there's pine needles on the top of the roof of the garage, so I kind of look up there and I see a ball of bees right over there in the middle of the roof there, and I'm like, huh. So I grab the ladder, I go up there, and sure enough there's a ball of bees. And usually when you see that activity, there's a queen in the midst of all that. So I climbed up there and moved the bees around, and there was the queen. So the swarm took off, but apparently the queen fell from the branch. She probably fell there, and a group of bees refused to let her go. They had her pinned down so she doesn't get lost, I guess. I don't know. So I recaptured her, put her in a cage, because they're still in swarm mode. And if I just release her there, they're just going to take off again. So she's in the cage. I got a frame of drawn wax in there. I'm going to put a foundation frame and perhaps a frame of eggs and larvae from another hive. Once they have brood sent in this box, and all these swarm bees come back to normal and start drawing comb, they're not going to leave. Then I can release the queen. But see, they're still fanning to let the rest of the bees know that this is their new home, or this is where the queen's at. So I left the lid cracked there, and I got the front entrance there. You still see a lot of bees circling, perhaps calling the rest of that mob. It was a good sized swarm. So all this circling and figure eight swirl, these swirl flights are, what they're doing is it's like a beacon. They're telling the rest of the bees that took flight to come back. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. And then as they get closer and closer, they're going to draw them right to this box. And I got my old queen back. She's a good sized queen too. But they're still kind of in swarm mode, so they're really gentle. And we may have one or two that are guard bees, but I mean, look at how she's got her butt up in the air. What she's doing is Nasonov. They got a gland called Nasonov gland underneath their belly, and it's that really, really sweet smell that you normally smell when you open a hive, and that's a beacon. And every Nasonov from each colony is distinct, is what I read, to that particular colony. Over and out.